Hi, everyone, and welcome to those who joining at a Friday. Thank you for spending this time with me. I am Chun, and this is Calm Strength Method, where we use old Chinese seasonal wisdom to navigate menopause with a bit more calm and a bit less chaos. Today's topic is Chu Shu, end of heat. It is the 14th of the year's 24 solar terms, falling this Sunday, August 23rd. Feel free to tell me in the comments where you are joining from and whether you can already feel autumn approaching. You may ask, what is Chu Shu? Well, Chu means to stop, cease. Shu means heat. This is the point in the year where summer's grip starts to loosen, but not overnight. Days are still warm, but mornings and evenings start to feel different. The Chinese saying is 早晚凉，中午热. Cool morning and evenings, hot midday. Another old saying says, 一场秋雨一场寒, which means each autumn rain brings a little more cold. It's a reminder that transitions rarely move in a straight line. They arrive in waves, much like menopause itself. This instability, hot and cold, up and down, is actually a fitting metaphor for hot flashes and temperature regulation in menopause. The body is also searching for a new balance. So, how do we adjust food, rest, and movement during this transition? Let's begin with food first. The core principle is we use nourishing foods that help the lungs and counteracting dryness. Because in TCM, autumn is linked to the lung organ and the dry element. White foods are traditionally recommended in this period, believed to nourish the lungs. Pear, lightly steamed with a bit of honey, good for a dry cough. Lotus roots, white fungus or snow fungus, 银耳, is a classic in a lightly sweetened soup. Sesame seeds, almonds. All these foods are traditionally used during autumn season. There is another folk tradition. Eat duck at Chu Shu. Duck is considered cooling and nourishing in TCM, in contrast to the more warming foods you should start easing off now. And be aware of that too much ice cold food will strain the spleen and stomach. Because spleen and stomach is still weakened after summer, and avoid overly spicy dishes. A simple autumn evening dish would be pear soup with a little lily bubble and a date or two. Let me know in the chat if any of these ingredients are already in your kitchen. I use pear and lotus root a lot right now. Let's talk about rest. The core principle is days are getting shorter. Yang energy is drawing inward. Time to gradually adjust your sleep rhythm. Go to bed gradually earlier and gradually wake up a bit later than in summer, following natural's own shift toward more yin. And be aware of autumn sorrow. In TCM, the lung is linked to the emotion of grief, sorrow, and many people notice an emotional shift during this period. It's not something to fix, it is just a natural seasonal movement to meet with acceptance rather than resistance. Practical tips: make 5 deep belly breaths, extending the exhale. This directly strengthens the lungs and can be done wherever you have 1 minute or 2 minutes. This is also a good time to pay extra attention to sleep quality if night sweats or hot flashes are disruptive. Now let's talk about movement. The core principle for autumn exercise is we start easing the intensity slightly, but not stopping. Try to do more calmer, more grounding forms of movement. Early morning walks, gentle yoga, 八段锦. Old principle of 春捂秋冻, which means bundle up in spring, harden yourself lightly in autumn. This doesn't mean deliberately freezing, but that you don't need to dress too warmly right away. The body benefits from meeting a bit of crisper air. If you combine strength training, HIIT, and yoga, you can start dialing down intensity a little during this period and place more emphasis on breath work and mobility. Now, let's wrap up. 3 points. We use nourishing foods, white foods. We go to sleep earlier, plus we emphasize our breath work. And we want calmer movement, like early morning walks, yoga, 八段锦. Nature is showing us right now how to move through a transition without fighting it. And the next time I will go on live is Friday, September 4th on 白露, white dew. In the comment, you can choose one. If you'd like the pear soup recipe sent to you, or you want to know more about calm strength method. Thank you for being here today. Take good care of yourselves through this shift between summer and autumn, both the one in nature and the one many of you are living through yourself. See you in 2 weeks. Bye for now.